Hello everybody, welcome back to Richmond. So a little bit of an update for you. Let's just pan around all these bits of the layout. You can see we've stripped the track and cork off of the filler yard board. That's all laid out on here now. Excuse me. So this board is going to be chopped up. Part of it will possibly go here, so we can try and ease these curves a little bit, although it may not. I'm going to build the extension board there soon as well, obviously, and then this board and this board will make the new filler yard board. Now I've hit a stumbling block. These legs on this board are a little bit too short, even with the adjusters fully extended. So what we're going to do is we're going to lop a couple of inches off the legs on the rest of the boards, the rest of the layout, sorry, and fit adjustable feet to them. Then we'll line everything up properly and level it all off, and then that'll be cool. Now what I'm going to show you today is these new coaches I've just bought. Excuse me. So I have these two L&R Suburban coaches here, and these two here. Now these are in Kirk Suburban coach kits, and they have been modified with cast white metal bogies, and they're quite closely coupled as well. Now the issue we have is, if we just put the curve, they are not particularly good at the curves, because the buffers lock, unfortunately. So just put it back on the track if we can. And it doesn't like going around these curves because, like I say, the buffers lock up. So you see it's quite closely coupled. So when I pull it round, you'll see the buffers start to lock. There we go, and then that's it, the bogey's off. So the plan is, let me put this back round, the plan will be to, we're going to try some sprung buffers. Now a company called Dark Castings supply MJT sprung buffers. So it's a cast white metal buffer body with a buffer head that fits in with a spring. So we're going to try those, as I like the fact they're quite closely coupled. So if you look at, just move these on, these are exactly the same, but that curves, you see, even with the curve being a little bit gentler, they're still locking up. Now if we bring these out, obviously you'll notice that the Suburban coaches here, these are both twin sets, so they're quite closely coupled in the middle. There's no buffers to lock, but the couplings here are quite far apart, because they are NEM couplings with non pockets with long couplings. Now the experiment will be to add the sprung buffers between these two coaches here, and we'll see if the buffers lock or if they just compress the springs and go around okay. If they do, that's great. We may consider rolling it out to the rest of the Suburban coach fleet just to couple them a bit closer and converting these, changing these NEM tension locks for either KDs or short couplings. It'll all be KDs eventually, but at the moment we can't afford to go for KDs, not when it's like £10 for two couplings. So we'll see if the sprung buffers work. If they do, great. If they don't, we'll think of something else. The Keen Systems close coupling mechanism is an option, although it may require some major surgery of the coaches, but we may end up just buying one just to evaluate it and test it on one of the coaches that I like the least. So we've got these two here, which are relatively recent purchases. They've also been converted to NEM pockets. Some of them haven't. These have got backman bogies, so we may convert those to the Keen Systems, and just to see how closely they couple up and how well they go around the corners. And if they work, we'll convert the rest of them eventually. Excuse me. Now back to these four new coaches. You'll see that they've got wire grab rails at the doors. Now some of them need refitting, that one there does, but I'm quite happy with these coaches. They're quite well detailed for Ian Kirk coaches, and I'm very pleased with them. They were very cheap as well. I paid £45 for them. So we've got the brake third there, we've got the first and third lavatory, same again there, and an all third. So Then we'll go into the coach fleet. So let's just couple them up to this here. So the couplings aren't really the same height either, which is because they're metal couplings, so we could feather them, I suppose. But that looks cool. That's quite a long train, although that'll be it at the stops about now. Yep. So that's 7 coaches. We'll not be having trains that long, although it will fit 7 coaches once we've extended the platforms, because it will be extended to about here. So we could definitely have 6 coaches in a Suburban coach train, and we may end up getting another DMU as well. Excuse me. So yeah, so that's the plan we've outlined for the coaches. At the minute, I've got far too many Suburban coaches. We've got those 2 there, these 2 here. Let's just pull them out. These 2 twin sets, that one there, those 2 there, and we've got another 4 inside the house waiting to be finished. And yeah, it's a bit too many, I think. And we've got 3 ready to run ones, Hornby ones in boxes, packed away. So once we've got the layout sort of extended, we'll reevaluate the situation and see what we can do. So that's it for now. And oh, the more eagle-eyed among you may have noticed the intro to the videos now. I made that last weekend, so that'll be included in all the videos from now on, just to polish things off a little bit. And I think you've heard me rattling on for long enough. If you are not a subscriber to this video, then please do subscribe and click the notifications button. The more subscribers, the merrier. And the more subscribers we get, it does inspire me to create more videos and show you what I've been doing on the layouts. And hopefully there will be some more progress in the next few weeks. Progress on the layout is unfortunately stalled because we're in the garage and it's quite cold. We're insulating the garage out in the next couple of months when I can afford it. So hopefully next time you see the layout, the roof and the walls will be boarded out and painted, and it'll be all bright and warm and airy in here. And it'll be a perfect location to play trains, and hopefully it'll be a bit tidy because it's a right mess at the minute. So we've got, you know, a bath panel, we've got 2 bikes there, we've got the new boards, the old boards, the rolling stock boxes, loads of car parts and stuff. Hopefully most of the stuff will be gone before long, or at least tidied up and put on shelves. So we'll be able to get on with some serious modelling. So bye for now.